All right, well, welcome back everybody. So today's video is going to be about getting the camper ready. I mentioned that in the last video. So it'll be kind of a few little updates around the property and me just doing some woodworking in general. Got several little projects to do inside the camper. So if you're interested in that, stick around. While I've got y'all real quick, old red should look a little different. I got me a new chrome bumper installed yesterday. I got the lights and grill fixed and put this old bottom air dam back on it as well. It's a little beat up, but I didn't feel like spending the money on a new one, so it looks like a normal truck now. I also got it back from the shop yesterday. Had to repair the AC. I knew that going into the truck, that's why I got such a good deal on it. So it's pretty well complete and ready to go now. I fixed a few minor things inside, like a blend door actuator and a lid on the console. So kind of got me a normal, get around truck now. So glad that is off my list. Been trying to knock some stuff out around the property. This is a emergency removable window, so that's why I'm going to choose this side. There's no point in busting out a perfectly good window on the other side. And I am going to build a board and go ahead and get my first coat of paint on that before we run to the store. And this is where I'm going to stick a window unit. And you're probably wondering, why on earth are you putting a window unit in a camper? Well, this isn't going on the road. It's going to stay here until we get our house built. And we found in our last camper that was similar to this, it is so nice to go in the bedroom and in 3 minutes have it cooled down to whatever you want. You can run it at 60 degrees all night long if you want to. AC doesn't have to run long at all, and it really saves on the electric bill because you don't have to cool the rest of the camper down because you're not in it. What's the point, at nighttime? And it's nice to have a backup AC source, so if we're going during the day and say that one should fail up top and we got our little dog in here, we like that another one will kick on and kind of cool the camper down and keep everything nice and safe. Which, being under this barn, it just doesn't get miserable hot in these campers, but out in the open, ooh, they get really hot. All right, well, while I'm waiting on this kills to dry, I'm going to put a couple coats each side of this. We'll jump in the truck and run and go pick up some lumber that I need to make a bed frame. Yeah, just as soon as I say, hey, let's jump in the truck and go pick up some wood, it starts raining. And I'm getting non-pressure treated wood for a bed frame, 4x8 sheets, so definitely don't want it raining on me. We'll check the radar real quick. Plus, I just thought of something. I need to start using this old truck for my airing truck, and I forgot the previous owner decided to throw me in a bunch of leaves and pine straw. I probably need to clean that out real quick too. By the way, while I have you on camera, golly, you can't see it. I ain't got my zoomable camera. But right here goes a whole group of turkeys. That's the third time I have seen them today. I don't know if they're eating grasshoppers or what out here in this field, but they're loving it. Sadly, my zoomable camera's over there in the camper and I'd spook them going to get it. That's pretty neat though. Right there.
Woo! It's hot. Well, I hate to admit that truck bed was full of screws. That's what you kept seeing me picking up. That was a bad find, so now I've got some washed out on the ground behind the truck tires. So as soon as I dump this, now I gotta grab my magnet and go back there and try to pick up all these screws. Oh, common sense, people. Screws all in the bed of the truck, you know they're gonna roll out going down the highway. Man, these turkeys are out today. I don't know if y'all just seen several run across in front of me, because I just drove by the food plot back over there. There's a pile out there, so that's two different groups. There's something about a light misting rain or just after rain. The turkeys can't stand it. They've got to come out. Speaking of, I'm ready to eat some turkey. Well, after an hour and probably hour and a half of waiting on rain, I'm gonna risk it and go for it. It's getting cloudy again, but look at the radar. I think I got a small gap that I can hit and go get this wood. Hush up, truck, because I need to get this stuff done.
Alright, now y'all may be wondering, what in the heck am I doing? So I just built a gigantic bed frame right here for a specific reason. Because if there's one thing about Miss Tiffany, she likes her sleep and likes her bed. And I can tell y'all, that little camper queen, which is nothing more than like a full or twin, it ain't gonna work. We've tried sleeping on those things before. It's ridiculous. So somehow I have let her convince me that we're going to put a full-size king mattress in this bedroom that is not designed for nothing more than, a camper queen. And I'm talking full-size home king, not the RV king. This thing is going to be huge. You can see the size of this right here. So yes, it takes up pretty much all your walking room. Actually, it looks like we're going to be left with a little more than I thought. I can actually walk right here. But we've already discussed that. She was totally prepared for that and does not care. So we'll just have to enter the beds here and kind of crawl across to get in them. We really don't care about walking room. We care far more about having comfort and room to stretch out. So I have bought a memory foam mattress right here. Believe it or not, it's in that box. We've done this 2 times already before. And you open the package up and it expands out everywhere. I'll show that in just a little bit. And they're quite comfortable. So you can see the overhang that I have now. That's not going to work. If you were to sit on the edge of the bed in any of these areas, it would bust and break. So now it's time to take some 2x4s. Really don't care how this looks, to be honest with you. And I'm going to build some supports down to the floor there, in the center, and on the other side. So whenever we kind of crawl into bed and put weight right here on these edges, we don't bust. And you can see I went with heavy duty 3/4 inch plywood too to help give me some support. But it definitely needs some bracing going down to the floor. Nice and sturdy. Alright, moment of truth. Years ago when I found out that you could order mattresses off of Amazon, I thought that was the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. It's like, there's no stinking way. Well, yes you can. If y'all never ordered a memory foam mattress offline, don't be scared to. A lot of them have returns. Of course, I don't know how you return it once it blows up. We've been very fortunate. We did 2 that I can think of, and they both turned out very comfortable for us. And the deals are killer. And I got a king size mattress for like $240 something. So we'll see how good it is. The last one I think we paid $400 years ago when they first started doing this. We love that mattress. It was excellent. If I'd have known we was gonna be putting a queen mattress in here, we would have kept it, but we left it with the last house when we sold that. Big piece of advice I can give y'all, if you ever decide to do this, do not open the mattress until it's on the bed frame, because you got to think this is about to go into a normal size king. The last thing I want to do is open it up, let it expand somewhere. That takes 24, 48 hours, and then try to wrestle it in here. Not going to happen. All right, well here it is, a king size, full king size mattress in a camper that is designed for a camper queen. I'm shocked. We actually have a little more room than I thought to squeeze by. That's about how tight it was in our last camper, even when we had a bed that was probably out, somewhere over in here. So night and day difference. This bed is probably 2 feet wider than what came in it, maybe even a little wider than that. We're gonna have a ton of room to sleep. I don't know if y'all can see what I've done underneath. Not a whole lot of light there, but I've got multiple 2x4s screwed to the bottom of 3/4 inch ply, and then 2x4 legs. I think I got 6 total. This thing ain't going nowhere. So it's nice and supported. So this thing's got several days to expand, even though they only call for like 24 to 48 hours. You can see how thick it's already got, but it's supposed to go another couple inches more than that. Huh. It actually worked. All right, there's one project off the list. Next, I guess we'll open this window up and I'll stick the AC in it. Probably should have did that before I put the mattress in here. Yeah. All right, now all that's left is caulk it in from the inside and the outside. All right, one thing we're about to do that's driving me crazy is change these old dingy yellow lights. I cannot stand them. They put a big drain on the inverter, and these old incandescent bulbs, man, they're a thing of the past. Alright, now those 3 lights with LED bulbs. Much better, much cleaner. I like that. So I'll work on getting them all changed out. Alright, so hopefully you can hear me with the air going, because it's hot and I'm leaving it going. So the last honeydew I'm gonna do to make this camper more livable full-time, Tiffany wants a full-size mirror here. We had one in our last camper and it worked out great, so she can get ready outside in the morning, because you can't get ready in that small bathroom. It's just not possible. So she'll kind of run her hair dryer, everything else out there, and get ready right in front of this mirror. I'll tell y'all what, it has been a long day. I'm about to have me a well-earned adult beverage. But as far as the camper goes back here, we've got it one step closer to being where we can live in it full-time. You know, we've been living in campers full-time for a while now. And I think I may make a little series out of this. Next week, whenever we truly go into it full-time and swap out the 5th wheel that's currently here, I'll show you how I set it up. I've got some really neat attachments to make it very stable, and I'll kind of go through everything again and what we do whenever we going to park one to live in full-time. So I may make a part 1 and a part 2, because I know some of y'all are probably interested in that. Y'all might be going to live in a camper full-time, and I'll go over some of the pros and cons and talk about that. But if you have any questions about how you do that, the legalities of it, how we do septic, power, all that stuff, drop a comment below and we'll be happy to talk about it. And we're getting real close. I think I have got a camera set up to do live streams. We'll probably do like a question and answer live stream here. We're gonna start picking some dates for that. So if you have some specific questions you want to ask about, you know, our lifestyle, camper living, homesteading, whatever it is, what we're trying to do, go ahead and write those down or drop a comment, or you can wait till this live stream. We'll announce that date here pretty soon, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. So thank you so much for watching. We truly do appreciate the support. We'll catch you on the next video.